Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Patriots. With that, we'll send you up to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one. And LeGarrette Blount, the featured back.
The big knock on him coming out of college was his lack of speed. But it's definitely not his lack of power. He runs right through opposing tacklers and sets things up big for his offense.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's brought down. 3 touchdowns in Week 10 for Blount. He now has 12 on the season, Charles, with still 7 games to play.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise because when you're talking about short yardage, goal line running, LeGarrette Blount is your prototypical guy. Built solidly, runs low, runs with force, runs behind his pads, as they like to say, and truly has a nose for the end zone. Rarely is he denied.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now the defense for Dallas.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
Second down following the run. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. So they get the completion. That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there, that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
You know, last week, Charles, I asked you about this Dallas defense. What do you make of them? 8-1, so much hype about the offense. Let's turn it defensive.
And they're a defense that really doesn't care about who gets the credit. And I know that's one of those great cliches, but they don't have that superstar that everyone just latches onto, except maybe Sean Lee, their linebacker, who I think is a marvelous player all over the field when he's out there. But also, in this game, as a return to the Pittsburgh area where he grew up and grew up a Steelers fan, it had to be very sweet for him to take away a victory.
Exactly. Get to 8-1.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And that's complete to Lewis. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk at the 20.
Well, a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Brady gives now to Blount. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that's been a pretty darn good drive to start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run, they're set up at 1st and goal.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's the fullback, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's go!
Again, it's Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Well, if you didn't know Ezekiel Elliott when he was at Ohio State, you know him by now in Week 10 of the NFL.
And not only do you know him, you have to talk about him being a potential MVP. And I know that sounds crazy, a rookie running back. But, boy, the way he has played and the numbers he's putting up, in addition to expanding his game, he had 2 catches in the last one for, 95 yards a touchdown, one of them being 83 yards on the touchdown catch. He's doing everything for them, carrying the load. I think he sets the tone in a big way for the Dallas offense.
Yeah, 2 more on the ground against the Steelers in the end zone, including the game winner. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned. And they wind up picking up the first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Malcolm Butler's rise to fame culminated with a fantastic play in the Super Bowl, but what a tremendous success story. Totally off the radar, has turned himself into an NFL starter.
Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. Now Dunbar. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Now Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lance Dunbar, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Brady going to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Here comes the 11 on offense back onto the field for Dallas. And Ezekiel Elliott effusively praised his O-line after their Week 10 win. Said, bottom line, I'm running behind the best O-line in the league.
And he's right. And they invested in this offensive line. Travis Frederick, the center, who's a Pro Bowl guy, a first-round pick. Tyron Smith, left tackle, first-round pick. Zach Martin, right guard, first-round pick. No accident, they're all Pro Bowlers and all pro players. But at left guard, Ronald Leary is playing awfully well, filling in for Lyle Collins, who many thought would be a first-round pick, and Doug Free is steady Eddie at right tackle. This unit is terrific, and when we talk about MVPs, these guys won't win it, but we should mention them.
They go play out, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And taken right on the 30. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady to throw on second down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Finding time. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here we go! 38, Ohio!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target. And that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that's complete to Lewis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They slot Gronkowski outright. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Barry Church. And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give them 13 on the pickup there. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Prescott, the Cowboys' all-time receptions leader. Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So the offense able to recover the fumble, but it's 3rd down now.
4 down. 20.
To throw, it's Brady. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Terrell McClain All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt. When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried him down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now Prescott. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Chris Long in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
He'll look to throw, and this one complete to Winton over the middle. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, 40 yards. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game.
Well, I don't want to overlook the touchdown because that was huge. That ties the game. But you know where I'm going, don't you?
Need the PAT, and then you need the stop on defense.
Yeah, in a big way. The guy kicking the ball through the post, that's where all the spotlight shifts to now.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really not. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Let's go. 38.
He's back to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
4 down. Alert. 20.
Now a carry for Blunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.